Okay, so today we're going to be talking about comparing fractions and how to do it. So let's just say you have the fraction 7 tenths, and you have to compare it with 3 fifths. How do you do it? Well, right now we can see how you can do it. So what can first of all help us is having a grid. So these right here are grids of 24. But we can make them grids of just make them grids of 10. So we're just going to use this part of the grid. So all this stuff that's colored in, we don't need that. So we can just use this. Okay, so now let's compare. So we know that 7 tenths is 7 out of these 10 squares, so let's fill in 7. So, actually let me change the color on that. Okay, so let's fill in 7 of these.
That's why I printed those. You can cut one out and tape it down. Yeah.
So we have 7 squares right in here. And now we need to figure out 3 fifths of 10. And so how do we convert 3 fifths into 7 tenths? Well, we can see the denominator divided by 5, so 10 divided by 5 equals 2. So now you have that 5 times 2 equals 10. So you have to do the same thing with the numerator. 3 times 2 equals 6. So it would be 6 out of 10. So we can fill that in right here. So now we compare. You see, this right here has 7 squares, and this has 6. So we know that 7 tenths is greater than 3 fifths. Okay, so now we're going to try one of these problems again. So we have a nice picture of a problem. Right, you have it right here. Okay, so Mercedes and Nora each got some frozen yogurt for a treat. Mercedes ate 3/8 of her yogurt, and Nora ate 3/4 of her yogurt. They agree that they ate the same amount of yogurt. Explain how this could be true. Use a picture or a diagram to show your ideas. Well, first, let's think of this. Normally does 3/8 equal 3/4? No, because 8s are smaller fractions than fourths. So that's not true if you think of it all out of the same amount of things. But let's see what happens when we make a grid. So this is Mercedes' grid, and then this is Nora's grid. Okay, so let's just say that, so Mercedes has 32. She has 32, different pieces of yogurt. So we can So here's 32 different pieces, and then of yogurt. And then Nora has 16 pieces of yogurt. So just get this set up. Okay, so actually let's do it with ounces. So Nora has Mercedes has 32 ounces, and Nora has 16 ounces. So let's try it now. So what's 3/8 of 32? So we can figure it out by 32 divided by 8 is 4. And since there's 3/8, 4 times 3 equals 12. So we can fill in 12 of these squares. So we have 12 of these squares filled in. So now let's see. What's 3/4 of 16? So 16 divided by 4 is 4, and since there's 3/4, 4 times 3 equals 12. So we can fill in 12 of these squares. So now you can see that 12 and 12 are equal, and so if they each got 12 ounces, that's how the problem could be true, because it does not say that they got the same amount of yogurt. So this is basically how you can compare fractions. You can convert them to have the same denominator, but I suggest making a model because they can be really helpful, especially in situations where you have a problem like this. So if anything ever asks you to explain how you did it, draw a model. And even if you're just showing your work, I suggest doing a model because it can really help you see if you're right or if you're wrong. Okay, bye.